I want you to take a look at this photo. Take a good look at it. 2000s and 2010 is when the sport took a dump. A lot of people will tell you, the 70s and the 80s were the glory days, right? Even the early 90s, those were the glory days. When you look at the 70s, 80s, what do you see there? When you go to 2000s and 2010 and down, what do you see? The media has a lot to do with this. Now, I'm not saying these fighters from 2000 and down are not good fighters, but the media had a lot to do with this. And this is why the sport is not like what it used to be. Putting your best product on the shelf while trying to profit elsewhere. That is why the sport of boxing took a major hit. Putting your best product on the shelf while trying to profit elsewhere. And again, I'm not saying these fighters, from 2000 and down are not good fighters, but they're not they wasn't the best fighters. Maybe the Klitschko brothers were good because they were dominant, but they wasn't the best that the sport of boxing had to offer. Some say the Klitschko era was the most boringest era because they wasn't exciting. A lot of people will agree that the Klitschko brothers were boring, but they were dominant during their run. But the heavyweight division died the moment that the Klitschko brothers took over. And Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, brought back the heavyweight division. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua both, in my opinion, brought back the heavyweight division because they brought some excitement to the heavyweight division. But like I said, the media had a lot to do with this. The media had a lot to do with the downfall of the sport of boxing. Putting their best product on the shelf while trying to profit elsewhere. Turki Al-Rashid, I want to say a year ago, made an important statement. And some people brushed it off. Some people talked about it. But he made an important statement. He said boxing will be at its best with a BLK American heavyweight champion. And he was not lying. Even he knows what's best for the sport of boxing. Oh, John, boxing. Back then, the sport of boxing wasn't global. Every other country was isolated. Bullish. The only thing that wasn't global about the sport was social media. That's it. Other countries besides Cuba wasn't isolated. You can say maybe Russia, right? Russia was isolated from the sport of boxing, I do believe. But I know for sure it was illegal for Cubans to professionally box. You look at the fighters that we have today, these BLK American fighters that we have today, they're solid fighters. They may not be, the fighters of yesterday, but they're pretty solid fighters. You got boxers, you got punchers, you got brawlers, you got boxer, puncher, you have it all. But the problem is the members of the boxing mainstream media. They believe that the sport of boxing can profit elsewhere when the sport's been dying. The sport of boxing has been slowly dying since the men in the suit and ties that are in control of the sport tried to profit elsewhere. That's when the sport started to die. And like I said, when you look at the heavyweight division of today, it's gone, completely gone, dead. 2015, there was a spark that gave it its flame, and that was Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua came along, and the heavyweight division was back for a moment. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua brought back the heavyweight division. When you look at the heavyweight division now, it's completely dead. It's not relevant anymore. Again, you guys will say, oh, John Boxing, you're just being racist. No, I'm telling you the truth. Look at the 70s, look at the 80s, and even look at the early 90s. boxing was at its very best.